Howdy, howdy, everybody. It's been a little bit, but I promise you I have not been slacking. So, back on the 68 Camaro, we started a little bit more to it. I've been working my butt off kind of on this thing, trying to finish it up. I have the fenders sitting here in primer. They're going to need to be put back on block with the car. I'm still waiting on to do the brake stuff. I got the 69 Camaro out, getting some stuff done to it. But I'm back on this thing. The package tray's in, speakers in, it's custom audio sound, gauges are in. So we got a battery, motor minder, water temp, oil pressure. I got the white shift knob, yep, 3-speed. AC's done. All the stuff's done with the dash, with the radio. We just need to hook up the antenna on the outside. Only thing I got left to do, I think, with the AC box is I got to drill the hole for the drain. The dash is all new bezels. Tacks over there. It's got LED bulbs now in the gauge cluster. The lights work on there. Dome lights got LED in it. Brand new door switches. But it runs pretty good. Now, motor, this once again is a 350. The only thing I gotta figure out is I think the accelerator pump's getting old, or it might be set incorrectly because it's not shooting gas the way it's supposed to. We have the AC kit on with the brackets, painted brackets. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna route these hoses so nothing's rubbing, nothing getting hot. I did put a 670 Street Avenger on it, stainless steel headers. It's got a stainless steel Jegs exhaust with stainless steel Jegs chambered mufflers. And it fits really nice. So it's all stainless steel Jegs under there. So we just got to get back into seam sealing, blocking, painting. And these are the original door panels, by the way, too. So those are the original ones to the car. They are dated, I think it was late 67 for this thing. Got this little dinky battery in it. 67 over here is not done much. It's kind of just been sitting. I don't know if I'll ever get the rear end back to it at this point. I might just have to go ahead and buy a freaking Moser or something. The only thing we're waiting on is 12 bolt finished exhaust, put the fuel system underneath it, and it's done. But the stainless steel headers are pretty nice. And this way y'all can kind of see the gauges, because that's what I like about this thing. You pop it on. And they're dimmable too, the LEDs. So see, they all go up and down. The tack works, all the gauges work. Once again, original door panels to the car. The other one's actually got dates on one of the back of one of them. But they're not in too bad a shape. So really now it's a lot of assembly. And I'll let y'all hear what this thing sounds like. I don't think I put coolant back in it yet because I have not put the... There's a valve that goes in the heater hose line for the heater. And I have not hooked it back up. Make sure she's in neutral. Still got with the 17-inch wheels. I gotta get balanced and mounted for this thing too, and then put the C5 brakes on it. But she starts right up. I do need to, like I said, work on the carburetor a little bit. I know it's been sitting. We had it on a 327 for a long period of time, and I had to put a needle and seat in the back yesterday. I need to check everything, pull it off and check it, get it where it's right. But yeah, stay tuned. I've been doing some stuff to that, and then I'll do a little update to the 65 Bel Air. I pulled it out. I'll scoot back here. I got it back so it runs, which is good. But the little old car needs a little bit more work. I got the 66 frame out too, which is sitting back there. So it needs to be sandblasted. I'm gonna buy all brand new stuff for it. But I've been goofing off with this thing just a little bit. Got it started back running. It still runs good. Only downside to it, and I'll show you, is it needs a passenger floor pan, which y'all may remember that from before if y'all stay in tune with us. And then we also got underneath the rear seat. That's really the biggest rust in the car. The only other thing that may be a little bit more tough is in there in that windshield channel. Pretty much all the way across the front is going to be fixed and replaced for it. And I need to get somebody to straighten up some of the chrome. And hold on 1 second. And I pulled the inner fender out because I put a heater core in it. And it's still got the same little 350. I mean, it runs good. It's got a brand new aluminum radiator put in it. It cools down. It's got a brand new master cylinder on it. I've been working with it, but at the end of the day, it's going to have a frame because I'll get down here and show it to you real quick. The rot down here. Now, there's a little bit of rust here, but the big problem, that's actually the frame. And yeah, I could cut a piece out and fix it, but it's roughly about from here up to about here. And the bad thing is you'll see how it's coming up the side of the actual rail. So I figure I'll just go ahead and put the whole freaking thing in and be done. And that way I can put it in there right too, because somebody's got it sitting there with like, it looks like 80s truck mounts that they literally welded to the frame. And I'm not about doing anything quite like that. But she's been inside that entire time, so I mean, she's pretty much the way I left it. I did throw the emblems on it. Trunk needs like a tiny little patch, like a 3x3. But it's not a big deal. And then the frame that we got over here, I started pulling some of the stuff off of it. Sandblasted, epoxy it, put it in black. And I got everything, diesel air compressor, pot, all of it to do it with. And then probably do new upper, lower control arms. Probably get the tubular ones. I've got everything in there to build a 65 396, pretty much to L78 spec to put in it. And then I got a heavy duty Muncie 3-speed, or I got Muncie's T10, whatever I want to put transmission in it. I got a 331 12 bolt for the car. But she needs to be cleaned up, blasted, and painted. So I've been working and playing. And then also got a couple other cars you're going to see some pictures of and videos of pretty shortly. Some of them just trying to get all the stuff right title-wise for them. Been working on mowers, rebuild a motor on a grasshopper. So I'm always busy. And then Dad's Nova, I've been driving it some. I'll show you something pretty cool with it. I got a 305 here. It's out of a generator, had 300 hours on it. It's retrofit hydraulic roller. Extra parts to 69, Camaro stuff, 68 grill. We got exhaust manifolds. We got a brand new black standard steering wheel, bumpers, parts over there. But we also scoot over here. So doing some stuff this up. Need to clean it up a little bit. Got the 275s finally on the back of this thing. So it's 275/60. It's a, is it 5 1/4 inch backspace wheel? I mean, there's still plenty of room in there. It doesn't rub anything, but it puts the big tire, big meats under it. And then there's that 65 396 block. So everything's there for it. And it's, I'm not gonna be able to see it very well. The block's already cleaned up. It'd probably need to be re-dingleberried, but it's bored ready for 30 over. I got the pistons for it. So more fun, like always. And like I said, I'm just sad. I don't know if I'll ever in my life get to see this thing run. I mean, I feel like I'm waiting on everybody else on this thing. And the passenger axle tube ended up being bent by about 1/4 of an inch towards the front. And I didn't want it to mess anything up. So, and it's the date right. I mean, it's the right rear end to it. This car is originally an L30 M20 car. So it's all correct. So I'm just waiting and hoping and see what we can do with that. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching.